Shalom, shalom. It's Shamak. Kahala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kapadash, Mashana, Lahazakoyim, Sha'ar Gadar Rakab, and Shalom to everybody. That's almost the hopeful elect. And I just want to get into some prophecy, right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, shall receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Alright, so this devil Esau, Edom, is going to cause everybody to have to take implantable device that's going to have all of your records. It's going to have your ID and everything. It's going to have basic access to venues throughout the city. So you ain't gonna be able to live if you don't take this. You ain't gonna be able to live in his society if you don't take this MOT to the B. Right? And it don't matter who you is. You could be young, you could be old, you know what I'm saying? You can be homeless or rich, you know. It's gonna come to a decision that you're gonna be faced with of taking that imprintable device. This book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." So the hour of temptation, meaning the time where everybody is gonna be tempted with taking a sea hip. Even the men of the Lord and their families or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to make a decision whether you're gonna take the sea hip and prolong your slavery and Esau kingdom, or you're gonna have to say no and sacrifice basically whatever you have, even to the point of death in some cases. You know what I'm saying? To you know what I'm saying, be redeemed basically and delivered. "Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." So it say to try them that dwell upon the earth. Everybody that's on the earth that's alive during that time is going to be tried by that. And this is Jeremiah chapter 30, because everybody gonna be tried, but it's gonna be only one person that's gonna come out on top. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great." I'll start at verse 6. "I ask thee now, and see whether a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness." So all faces gonna be turned to paleness, and men gonna be travailing like women. gonna be a horrible time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hardship for the men and for the women and children. It's alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, there you go. He's gonna be saved out of it, meaning the Lord has a remnant. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else is gonna basically fall by the sword or fall by famine, fall by many types of plagues. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, and verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Meaning, the Lord is going to have the plague go through. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to touch his remnant. Alright? Just like the time of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was sending the plagues on Egypt, but Jacob was being delivered at the end of the day. And the Lord is going to do that again. You know, he might just have a day where, you know what I'm saying, it's the Passover, and the next day everybody get cancer. You know what I'm saying? You know, or however the Lord, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is going to, you know what I'm saying, send plagues, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 18. It says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. Alright, so this is not what I was looking for. That's about if anybody adds to the scriptures that the Lord is gonna basically send them plagues on them. But that's not the type of plagues I'm looking for. Alright, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, and let's start at verse. Let's start at verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. That's what we telling you, to keep the commandments, and we even cutting you slack. You know what I'm saying? Telling you to keep the commandments to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say, "My yoke is not grievous." You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be able to try to do the things that's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, try to do whatever the law is. You know, it says, verse 25, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. Right, so you know what I'm saying? Scripture say, well, you not supposed you come into the temple and you defiling the Lord's sanctuary, man. You know what I'm saying? It said keep you away from the power. You know what I'm saying? Don't even, you know what I'm saying, be around the Lord's men. You know what I'm saying? Don't even, you basically a cast out of the temple, man. From the temple. It says, but eventually the Lord is gonna bring all of our people back, because like we was reading in Jeremiah 30:7, he shall be saved out of it, meaning you're gonna have a remnant that's gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Out of that destruction, and out of Jacob's trouble. But the 2/3 gonna have to come out of the loins of the elect. So continuing on, verse 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So everybody that sin against the Lord, because you're not your own vessel. When you sin against your vessel, you sinning against the Lord, man. When you sinning against the Lord's prophets, you sinning against the Lord. When you misusing them in the Lord's prophets, should I say? It says, verse 27. For now the plagues come. Here we go, right here. For now are the plagues come unto the whole earth. All right, the Lord is gonna be sending all type of plagues, man. Like once again, I mentioned that cancer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people who gonna take the C hip, the Lord is gonna plague them with cancer, man. With tumors, because your body is not susceptible. It's not compatible, or it's not like with that C hip, man. You know what I'm saying? Your body ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Your body wasn't designed to have those type of artificial um elements in your body, man. It says, for now are the plagues come upon us. It says, verse 27, second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. So the Lord's not even going to deliver you. You know what I'm saying? Um, guess what? The Lord is going to deliver his elect. You know what I'm saying? So clapping hands to that, you know what I'm saying? And dealing with going back to that point. Matter of fact, we're gonna go back to Revelation chapter 13, and let's go to verse 17. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, you know what I'm saying? No man might buy or sell. That's a physical transaction. It might not be physical cash, but it's still a transaction. These are carnal um uh words in these precepts in this verse in these verses. All right. It says Say he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Alright, so the number is 666. So once again, let's go to this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, sorry, or either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. So we go to the word Mammon in a blue letter.
Strong's G 3126. Mamonas. Mamonas.
Say Mamonas, treasure, riches, where it is personified and opposed to Yahweh. So treasure and riches in a way that's opposed by the Lord. The Lord ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't with that type of riches. Scriptures talk about ill-gotten gain, um, unrighteous riches. You can read the book of Sirach. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it says in the Strong's definition. Yeah, so that's what it's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. The scriptures say, "Set up treasure in heaven." So you can't um try to serve the Lord and then try to serve the riches of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why you be seeing, you know what I'm saying, these people that get a whole lot of money, they just forget about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, you know what I'm saying? Basically, don't need the Lord. You know, they got they get everything that they need. So, um, we serve the Lord, and the Lord is gonna give us everything that we need, basically. You know, and you know these people that's in the world, they say they serve, they say they fear God, but they chase after the bag. You know what I'm saying? So you either gotta pick one. You know what I'm saying? Because you know both of them come with sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard the Apostle Ramla say that, if I'm not mistaken. So, um, both of them come with sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? We sacrificing our life. You know what I'm saying, to be, you know, righteous kings. You know what I'm saying, in the kingdom with you know, fancy, you know, everything. And you know what I'm saying. On the other side, everybody sacrificing uh, they time for the Lord. You know what I'm saying. They time for, you know what I'm saying, this grace period, just to, you know what I'm saying, live it up in this life, you know what I'm saying? Um, but it's all up to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord's only, you know, us that's in His truth, you know, and, and brothers around the world, you know, just continue to be the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying? And keep fighting, keep the faith, you know. I'm gonna close with that. Lord's witness edifying. Tuari Habashim Shah, forgive me, spirit, let's call Habashim Shah. Shalom, from Charlotte.